So this thing is super loud. So I went and bought a Magnaflow Resonator. It's 2.5 inch. I have 2.5 inch in the car, and I'm going to weld that on just to get this thing a little more quiet. And I feel like the back pressure will definitely help. It's just too raspy for me. Yeah, I missed this thing. I haven't driven it in a long time just because of quarantine and a bunch of shit that's been going on. I don't really go anywhere, so I've been riding my bike a lot. Not this. You know, recently repainted this door, but I need to repaint this one. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I'm gonna redo it just to do it. I'm going to swap the tires in the front to get bigger tires, so it's not as much of a stretch. The backs are good for now. This is the Resonator. It's pretty fucking big. It's a big one. It's a Magnaflow. Goes straight through. It's 2.5 inch. And that's what I have on the car. So that black section is what I put in before. This is what I put in instead of the Resonator it had. The Resonator it had made it really quiet, and I thought I wanted it louder. And I do like it loud, but I'm ready for it to be quiet again so I can, you know, cruise and hit boost and hear the wastegate rather than hear this raspy fucking exhaust. I already loosened those 2 bolts that go right there to the front pipe, which is also wicked weathered. I'm going to pull off that hanger that's right there, pull off the other 2 hangers, and cut that section out. Then I'm going to come back under here, put this section up, and put the muffler up, the back end of the muffler, so I can tack weld the new Resonator in place and have everything lined up and straight. And then I'll take it off once again and finish welding around it and stick it back on, and I'll be done. It's gonna be a quick job. Right through. This is the pipe that I originally put to get rid of my Resonator, and now I'm gonna get rid of this because it's just too loud. It's not what I wanted. So now that that's gone, I'm going to take a flap disc right here on the end of my grinder and flap all of the paint and rust away so I have a clean surface to weld on the new really big Resonator. And my other goal is that if that Resonator does a good enough job, which I'm sure it will, eventually I will cut out that muffler box and just have a deep tone, not, you know, a silent muffler, but that's in the future. I would honestly just put a Y connection here and weld a Y onto this, and then split it straight to where it's already at, and take these hangers or make new hangers and just make it, you know, something that looks decent. But for now, the Resonator is going to go in, so I'm going to bolt on this end to the front, hang this up on the back so I can, you know, get it straight, and then tack on the Resonator after I flap disc these pieces. This is a new Resonator that I bought. It's a Magnaflow glass pack muffler. I'm just gonna put it here and, you know, hope for the best. I tacked it under the car, and now I'm going to finish the welding so it's all one piece. So they're not the best welds. I'm using a Harbor Freight a 90 amp flux wire welder. It cost me like $105 or something like that. And they're not the best, but they hold. You know, if I clean this up, it'll actually look kind of decent. See, it looks really rough, but sometimes I've been able to get some some good results. It's just not consistent. And the way I'm welding, I mean, come on. I'm fucking outside and I'm doing my best. I do a lot better when I use the Lincoln wire, not the Harbor Freight wire. And sometimes it comes out good. But I'm going to do this now, this little gap here. My tacks are really awful, but I'm gonna try to fix that up and I'll show you guys the top after I'm done with the top. I mean, I tried to flap disc it a little bit, but I don't really care, to be honest with you. It's a solid weld. It goes all the way around. It's the top one, not that. That came like that. Like I said, not crazy good, but not crazy bad. A lot of splatter, but it's solid. It's not going anywhere, and the welds are nice and thick on there. And that's really it. So I'm gonna throw it back on. I now have a resonator, and it should be a lot quieter than it was, or a lot less raspy at least. I just don't want the rasp. I hate the rasp. So we'll see how that sounds in a minute. I bolted up the exhaust, but I guess when I took it off, I might have fucked it up a little bit. So it's crooked. It's sticking like toward the passenger too much. So I'm gonna leave it for how it is right now. I'm going to probably make a cut up here somewhere and then bend it and then, you know, like seal it off or weld a patch onto the cut so it stays solid. So tomorrow I will try to straighten that out with a, you know, a new cut or a few new cuts and kind of like bend it to where I want it and then seal those cuts up, welding it. But it sounds a lot better than it did. It doesn't sound like raspy anymore. Now it has like a deeper tone to it. So I'm good for tonight. I'm gonna lower the car, and tomorrow morning I will straighten that exhaust out, and I'm pretty much done. And I like how that sounds a lot better. The exhaust is done. The resonator is in there. I got it straightened out. It's a lot quieter. You can actually hear the blow-off valve now. So that's it. So now I'm going to take off my front wheels and plasti the white black, just because I want to see how it'll look. I'm going to leave the backs white for now, but I'm going to do those black and see if I even like it before I do all of them. So yeah, we'll update more on the Legacy once we decide to paint it or wrap it. And what color. He's also getting some tires thrown on. And that's really it for now. Yeah. The Legacy is also getting finished up. Body work is done on it. We are going to decide on paint or wrap soon. And he's polishing up the wheels right now.
Cut. Alright, so they're white. I cleaned them off. They actually look really good white, but I'm gonna do, oh fuck, plasti dip black, and I'm gonna leave the backs white for now, and see if I even like it. Let's see how it looks. The black came out pretty good. It's the plasti dip, and right now I'm cleaning this one. I'm cleaning the back. I put degreaser on this, and I'm gonna, soap water, scrub it out, and then turn it around, clean the lips, polish the lips a little bit, and then I will paint the faces black like I did with this one. I like it though, it looks good. Huge difference. I might end up doing the backs after all, but we'll see. So this is the white, and this is the black. The black is kind of growing on me. My tire is flat, but I have new tires coming. But I don't know, I might leave it like this for a little while, see how I feel about it before I switch anything else up. It's kind of cool though. I also fixed my gas leak. That basket actually wasn't as tight as I thought. I took it for a drive and everything's dry now, so no more gas leaking. And that's really it for now. I think the next thing I'm gonna do is fix this roof. This looks good that I painted, but the rest doesn't because I wet sanded it. So I might give it another coat of black and then re-clear that and re-clear coat this door. And that's really it for now. I'm also going to go through my kit and make sure all my gaskets are good. So he's doing his turbo inlet and intake. It's a bitch on the Legacies, man. Oh, I think he's about to go off. I don't know if that's good for the engine, but yeah, that's how you get out your inlet.